Hello guys, welcome to the video. So in the last one we did discuss inheritance, and in this one I want to show you how we're gonna apply inheritance on practice. We're gonna work on a crossbow tower. Let's just go to the scripts and let's make a new one. Tower crossbow. Now let's open this script. Here we're going to inherit from tower. And I want to close everything extra. So close this one, close this, this, and this. Now we're gonna remove these two methods. And on the tower, we need to make most of the things accessible to the tower crossbow. This one is public, so it will be accessible anyway. And later on, we're gonna hide it. These should be protected. Rotation speed should be protected as well, because every tower must have rotation speed, I suppose. Protected here, and layer mask should be available to most of the towers, so protected. Start method is not used at the moment. I assume later on we're gonna have start method on some towers, but we're gonna make them if we have them, like if we need them. As of now, we don't need them, so it's fine. For the update, let's do protected virtual void, because we might need to override method on the tower crossbow or any other tower. This one can be protected virtual as well, just in case we need to change something. Perhaps we're not going to change anything here. So let's just make it as protected like that. Regarding the rotate towards enemy, I know for sure that we're going to have a bit different functionality for tower cannon. So I will just type protected virtual void. So we are ready for the future. On draw gizmos, from my experience, usually you need to add some checks to that or that game object. Because of that, we're going to do protected virtual void on draw gizmos. Very nice. So now tower crossbow can use most of these things, actually all of them. And I think it's time we create the attack functionality. So we're going to make something like public float attack cooldown. I think it should be protected. I think it's better. Let's do it as protected with serialized field. And we're going to need a protected float attack timer. And the way we're going to do cooldown for the tower is very simple, and I'm going to briefly explain how it works. But if you want to have a deeper and wider understanding of this way of making cooldown, I did explain the very same way in a crash course section in the video about automatic attack and attack cooldown. So if you wish, you can go back and check that video as well. It will give you a bit more knowledge on the very same way of making a cooldown. All right, so let's talk about this. Instead of attack timer, we're gonna use last time attacked. This is just an alternative of making a cooldown. And last time attacked will be equals to time.time every time we call the attack method. And time.time returns current time in the game. And if we use time.time next time we want to attack and compare it to the last time attacked plus cooldown, we're gonna see if we're ready to attack again. Because if enough time passed since the last attack, then we are ready to perform another attack. That's the logic. And we don't want to do any attack if we don't have any enemy, so we're gonna do it over here after we did find enemy within range. And we're gonna do something like this. If time.time is bigger than last time attacked plus attack cooldown, then we're gonna call attack method, which we don't have yet. So let's go over here. I'm sorry for, scrolling here and there. And we're going to do protected virtual void attack method. It's going to be empty because we're going to override it for every tower. It's going to be different for every new tower. All right. And over here, we're going to register the last time we did attack. So last time attacked equals to time.time. Then I'm gonna call attack method itself. Now let's be sure it is working. We can just do a debug message over here, debug log, and let's do attack performed at plus time.time. So you're gonna see a message of attack, and also we're gonna see a time that attack was performed at. We're gonna save it. Now let's go back to Unity and see how does this work, because we need to be sure attack cooldown is working. We're gonna go back to Unity. I'm gonna set cooldown to 1.5 maybe. Oh, actually, let's try 2 seconds. And let's increase attack range so it works sooner. Okay. Let's go to play mode. And once enemy will enter this area over here, we're supposed to see messages in the console. Let's go. And we can see it. It works. And if I pause the game, I can read it. So attack performed at 6.39, then 8.39, and then 10.39, which is just what we need. Every 2 seconds we have an attack. Cooldown is working, attack is working perfectly. Now in the next video, instead of debugging a message, we can actually make a laser effect, and also we can damage the enemy. But for now, let's just clean up this a little bit and let's set up the crossbow tower in a proper way. So I don't want to see a message anymore. I'm gonna comment this out, and I want to clean this up because I know how it works, but it's kind of difficult to read if you just kind of take a quick look at it. So maybe we can make some sort of a method, and I'm gonna make it protected in case I want to check if tower can attack in the future. So I'm gonna do protected bool can attack, and I want it to have same condition. So we're gonna do if time bigger than last time attacked plus attack cooldown, then return true. Before that, we're gonna register last time attacked, and we're gonna do that by making it equals to time.time. And if no, we want to return false. Very nice. Also in the future, you can use it to, do different checks, like another one. Maybe if you don't have enemy, you can do if current enemy equals to null, then return false, or anything like that. That can be useful in the future. As of now, we don't need it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. And then over here, we're gonna type if can attack, if can attack, then attack. All right, very well. Now, before we do anything else, let's go all the way above. And let's give default values to these variables. So maybe attack cooldown can be 1 by default. Rotation speed, let's do 10 by default. Attack range, let's do 2.5 by default. Yeah, it will make it easier for us to set up each new tower if we have default values, because we need to change less things in the inspector. Let's save it, and let's go ahead, remove the script from here. And now let's imagine I did just set up a new tower crossbow. I did assemble the model, put materials on. Now I need to give it a functionality. And instead of writing entire new script, I can just drag tower crossbow, which inherits from a tower, on the game object, like that. And I have most of the variables ready for me. I just need to adjust enemy layer, drag the tower's head transform over here, and the rest of the things are ready to work. Let's go to the next video, because in the next one I'm gonna show you how to override attack and how to make a very cool laser attack for this tower. Okay, I'm gonna remove it, I'm gonna save everything, and I'll see you in the next one.